Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Dolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and you can find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. Hello, DF. Welcome. So I figured today that we'll go BC for kicks. I don't know. We're gonna play with the two new spirits in Branch and Claw, even though this is a beta, so you don't have access to it yet. But because I get a bit riled up when I'm trying to play it, have I memorized the intro yet? Yeah, it's entirely memorized. You might notice I'm staring directly into the webcam when I speak it because it's memorized. And it's mostly memorized anyway, but I mean, like, obviously I stumble over the words sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's like speech number 147 or something like that. Anyway, I'm playing with Keeper, and we're playing with Sharp Fangs. I kind of want to be hesitant on playing these guys with the main crew on Spirit Island Saturdays because I don't want to spend too much time looking at their cards and reminding myself of all of these effects and then having to look at this over here and decide how this works, and also be pressured because if I make a misclick or if I rewind one too many times, John gets ornery. So we'll just do it solo, and we'll see how it all works. So Keeper, special rules: anytime you create a sacred site, push all Dahan from that land. And Dahan events, but we don't have events yet, so that doesn't matter yet. So punish those who trespass in a slow power in your land. 2 damage, destroy Dahan, +1 damage per sun plant you have. You may split this power's damage however desired between target land and one of your lands. Versus Spreading Wilds, range 1, no blight, slow. Push 1 explorer from target land per 2 suns you have. If target land has no explorers, add a wilds. This power is +1 range, this power is +1 range. John is always here, always judging. Oh no, watch out! Ah! So yeah, so I remember that playing a plant so that we get the wilds is very important, since this presence placement requires a land with wilds, or your presence, but that's range 0. If you want to spread from where you are, you need wilds, or you spend 3 energy to spread to a land without blight, or you do both. Porque no los dos. Once you're set up. There's an innate sun and an innate plant on here. So you need to be able to play 3 plant cards in order to hit the threshold here. And then these cards are very expensive cards. Very expensive. Although there is innate energy here, at least. Sacrosanct Wilderness is the only fast power. Push 2 Dahan, 2 damage per wilds, or add a wild. Boons of Growing Power. Target spirit gains a power card. If you target another spirit, they also gain an energy. Regrow from roots. If there are 2 blight or fewer, remove 1 in Jungle Wetland. And Towering Wrath. 2 fear for each of your sacred site in or adjacent to the target land. 2 damage, destroy all Dahan. So we really like having sacred sites for Towering Wrath. Fun fact. But it also destroys Dahan. Could also deal damage based on wilds. Okay. So it's difficult to add wilds. Oh, I guess we do push and then we could add a wilds and then deal damage. So if there's a build, we could do this. Yeah, okay, I see. And then we have Sharp Fangs. Your presence may move with beasts. May move with beasts, as we've seen now. During each target phase, spirit phase, you may replace one of your presence with wilds. The replaced presence is gone, it is not destroyed. Fast, 1 range, no blight, ranging hunt. 2 animals, you may Gather a beasts. 2 plants and 3 animals, 1 damage per beasts, and 2 animals, you may push up to 2 beasts. And Frenzied Assault, slow, range 1, land with beasts. 1 moon, 1 fire, 4 animals, 1 fear and 2 damage, remove an animal. Beasts, remove beasts. And 1 moon, 2 fire, 3 animals, plus 1 fear, plus 1 damage. So, there's lots of animals up here to the point that this just happens always, although all of his cards are always animals. The plants allow him to deal damage, which 2 of his cards do have plant on, so that's nice. Moon and fire, only 1 of his cards provides a moon and a fire. Fun fact. But he gets 2 animals and a plant up there. He gets 2 reclaim ones, which is pretty cool. I feel like the times I've played him, I've generally pushed for these elements so that we don't necessarily need animal cards to ranging hunt with. Plus his cards aren't that expensive. He also doesn't have that much energy growth here. It's another pick 2. He has to spend an energy to reclaim, otherwise he's adding a presence to jungle or land with beasts, or gaining a power, gaining an energy, or gaining 3 energy. I guess he gets nice energy there. I feel like I usually just went with presence and power card, and I just got a big hand of cards. It's nice to grow and gain powers. You can also grow and gain powers. ABG, always be growing. And we have Prey on the Builders, Gather and Explore, Beasts. I'm calling this every other word but beasts. First is animals, now it's explorers. You may gather beasts. If target land has beasts, invaders do not build there, but it's range 0. 2 near the jungle, range 1 jungle, 1 fear, destroy an explorer. Teeth Gleam from Darkness, range 1 jungle, no blight. 1 fear, add a beasts, or if target land has both beasts and invaders, 3 fear. And then Terrifying Chase, range 0. Push 2 explorers, towns, or Dahan. You may push another 2, or not even you may, but push another 2 explorers, towns, Dahan per beasts in target land. If any invaders are pushed, 2 fear. Cool. And then there's also like the setup that we have to be mindful of. Setup for Keeper, put a presence and a wilds on your starting board in the highest numbered jungle. Versus Sharp Fangs, put 1 presence and 1 beasts in your on your starting board in the highest numbered jungle. Put 1 presence in a land of your choice with beasts anywhere on the island. So, not even just your board, but on the island. All right. So I was thinking, England 6. Let's go. No. I was thinking either England 2 or England 3. I don't want it to be a too difficult game. England, I kind of get overwhelmed with. But I get overwhelmed with the indentured servants clause, which is kind of like everything after that is just icing on the cake. But I'm thinking we could do England 3 probably to just have that high immigration thing going temporarily. I don't know. High immigration plus indentured servants is just kind of awful, but well, it's difficulty 6. What bad could that be? Like difficulty 6 is also Prussia 3. It's also Sweden 4, so like it's not that bad. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Play. Did I accidentally make it Sweden instead of England? Is this? Oh no, it is England. All right, we're good. We're good. Ow. 2 days ago, I bit my lip, and I'm still suffering from swollen lipitis. Every time I bite into something, I accidentally bite it, and it, you know, re-swells up. So that's great. Okay, so we have double beasts over here in C4. I'm inclined to go into B5 because it's not a jungle. You don't really care about sacred sites too much, at least just yet. So probably just the spread is better. We're exploring wetlands. One of these wetlands already has a blight, and one of these wetlands already has a city. And one of these is going to build a city. And then these two will be indistinguishable. I regret everything already. Okay. So now we're gonna sit here and decide what we're gonna do for the rest of the game in the next 10 minutes. And if I don't commit to what I first say, then John is going to be mad. Pretty sure we don't need to reclaim for either. So it seems like, unless, oh, I can't even afford this, right? Like 3 energy, I don't have 3 energy. So it's just gonna be these two. Unless I want 2 energy extra. But no, I think the power card is nice. So I think we'll just, you know, click on power there. Turn 1 major. Let's go minor. Rites of the land's rejection, spur on with words of fire, nature's resilience, swarming wasps. So now I stare at these cards for a while. So the elements we're mainly looking for are plant, so that we can always put a wilds down. Or, yeah, wilds, right? Wilds. Sun and fire are also good to have, because then we'll be able to hit this and deal damage to those who trespass. And suns also allow us to push explorers per 2 sun we have, and we need there to be no explorers in the target land, so yeah. So like if we wanted to be able to get to punish those, we need to put wilds in there. And currently what, is there no wilds on the board right now? Oh no, there's one, of course, right there that we added ourselves. The one that we added ourselves. We're gonna need to get on that wilds game. Well, the only one with sun is Spur On, which allows for extra card plays, which is interesting. On the other hand, the only one with plant is Nature's Resilience. But it doesn't provide any other element. We will get an innate plant someday. Maybe not immediately, but someday. Beasts is nice for Sharp Fangs. He can only go to jungles or land with beasts. Getting beasts for him in various places could be nice, but this just provides nothing other than a fire. Plus there's the question of what is more immediately useful. Like, none of these are free except for Swarming Wasps. You can have a really hard time playing 2 cards anyway. You're gonna gain an energy to be at 3 energy. But I don't know. We're gonna have 1 sacred site, so that will deal 2 damage potentially to B6. It's not gonna help because it's slow, so it's stopping the city. Or it's not stopping the city, rather. I don't know. We can get a wilds here, we can get a wilds here. And if I have 2 suns, I can also push an explorer out of there, so... The other thing to consider is the fact that they're going to build in a land regardless of whether there's anything in it if it's adjacent to 2 towns or cities. Because it's England. Of course it's England. So even just putting these wild tokens on places doesn't necessarily help. Well, while we consider that, unless we need a lot of energy for you, which we don't currently need because we have 2 card plays that total at most 2 energy, and we're gaining an energy when we gain the power card, and I don't think we're gaining a major still. Fangs is gonna do that. And he gets all vanilla powers, only one of which gives an animal. And the other 2, or 2 of them that aren't animal, have plants, and they're both kind of important, but they're not together. So this only targets a land without blight, so it doesn't help with C5. And this is range 1, so we can't actually, like, you know, use the beast to kill this guy in C8 that effectively. So this one's tough. Enticing Splendor gathers an Explorer town. But the build in C5's just gonna happen because it's next to 4 town cities. Oh my god. So that's kind of bad. Damage per Dahan. Call of Bloodshed in C5 actually would already be pretty good. They build that town, then the 2 Dahan kill the Explorer. And then they'll still high immigrate there. I guess it's called a bloodshed. It does give up fire, it gives an animal, it doesn't give the plant, but that seems workable this turn. Now, if I spur on, what would be the 3 cards that we play then? Like, if we're going to play Call to Bloodshed to deal with C5, what would be the other things we'd be doing here? Too Near the Jungle actually doesn't help that much in this game, fun fact, because of all the towns and cities we currently have. Terrifying Chase. That could potentially be useful to get rid of towns next to a land, to prevent a build from happening there, or happening adjacent to that land. Preying on Builders is not useful because we're currently not in any of the wetlands, but it'll be very useful in this game, period. So am I playing these 2? Well, if I play those 2, I don't get the plant. I guess the question is, do I need the plant this turn? If I don't need the plant this turn, I mean, it'd only be 1 damage here. If I gathered that beast kills the Explorer, and then Keeper uses Towering Wrath to kill the town, and then it's just a city that's left. I don't know that that's necessarily a good use of resources. There will still be a city. We don't have a defend for it. Can we deal with this problem? If I gather in here and then push into there and move my presence there, Alternatively, I could take the presence from there and move it down there. We can terrifying chase it towards the ocean. And then we don't have to worry about that land. I guess the Rights of the Land's Rejection is also really good against England because it prevents builds. It just requires Dahan. Which, Keeper is bad at saving Dahan, though. Oh, jeez. All these cards. As I said, 10 minutes to consider this. Could we use Swarming Wasps? I don't think we really can. It's in one of these lands. The only one that would be really helpful is here. It could be good in general, I guess. But I don't know, it's between Rights or Spur, it seems. Or even Nature's Resilience, actually, for next turn. It doesn't seem like we're really having two card plays here. So we don't really need the plant this turn. And Prey isn't going to do anything, so I would probably just be playing Call and Terrifying Chase. I'll move Dahan when I place Presence. Ah, there is Dahan there. You're right. So I could stop the build in B6 then. However, the problem is I'm not going to have the energy to play Rights and Towering Wrath. But maybe that's okay. I guess it's Rights then. Also, you're assuming I'm gonna place a presence this turn, which I am. I am. And there's also a presence here to decide on. Maybe I go for 3 and reclaim 1. Because that's basically 2 card plays, but a free one that returns. Turn 1 reclaim. Yes. So I have enough energy, but wait, I don't have the presence then. Okay. I don't know where I want to go. Jungle for this is more important than most things. But... This wetland is just not anywhere near a jungle. Oops. Can I see this one? I can. I think that's probably the most important because, like, their Keeper is gonna spend forever to get over here. So probably doing that. And then probably 2 card plays for you. And you can only go there. And that pushes you guys. So you cannot build in that land. We'll get a Fear. I need a plant, which is literally any card. I'm not getting any other threshold here. If target land has no explorers, so mountains or jungle would actually work for that. If we're rushing card plays on Fangs, we could give Fangs an extra card play. Or an extra card. Or, yeah, just an extra card and energy. There's no land with 2 or fewer blight. Well, oh, sorry, this is 2 or fewer. Read the words. There can be lands with 2 or fewer blight. But not range 1 of where you are right now. I think we will do that. And you will that and that, presumably. So get the Dahan, or get the wilds here, move one of these presences over, probably this one now. And then we can Terrifying Chase that town out. And the Explorer. Okay. Thank you for the 15-minute ad break. All right. Mountains. Hey, Seamus. These are all new cards. Tormenting Rotflies, Call to Trade, Inflame the Fires of Life, Animated Rack Roots. And Inflame has both plant and animal on it. And moon and fire. Do I just click that immediately? Animated Rack Root doesn't have animal, but has all the other ones as well. Actually, these are all really good cards, at least for elements. Someone's going to say that they're all bad. Inflame, though, I will hit that threshold, like, pretty easily. Add a disease, and 1 fear, and add a strife. Right? Those are the words, disease and strife. So that stops a ravage, it stops a build. Buildings, stopping buildings, it needs a sacred site. True. It's not going to be too hard to accomplish, though. My presence is fluid, though. But it feels like that's good enough, just stopping builds and ravages with that. Animated Rack Root, range 0, 1 fear, destroy an explorer, or add a wilds. Call to trade, gather a Dahan, or if the terror level is 2 or lower, gather a town, and the first ravaged target land here becomes a build instead. Or add a disease, or if target land has invaders 2 fear, if disease is presence +1 fear, if blight is present +1 fear. Now I'm gonna take Inflame. Inflame. So the only land where this would add a wilds is this land. So that decision was made for me. It's not a terrible place. Well, I guess it is bad. Would have been better to be able to put it here because being able to use Towering Wrath on B7 or C4 could have been pretty good, but well. So we're getting 3 card plays. We are possibly hitting the threshold here. Actually, if I play any 3 of those cards, it would work. I think we're definitely gaining a power. I kind of need to gain a power this turn or next turn, so that when I take Reclaim 1 next turn, I would be able to play 3 cards next turn as well. But we're not reclaiming unless we really need one of those. Call to Bloodshed also could be nice to have, I guess, but we could reclaim it next turn. Or if we need to gain 3 energy, which I guess is something if I really want a major this turn. Like, we do currently have 2 problems over here. And the only one who is equipped enough to take a major here would be Fangs, right? Just 3 energy, gain power. That would be plus 4 energy. But if I do that, I would not be able to play 3 cards. You reclaiming? Questions, 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 and no answers. Yeah, if you gain that energy, you'd have 4 energy. You could play these 2. I could play these 2. So regrow is always happening? I guess I could hit C5. Yeah, that's a wetland with Blight, so that at least is a valid target. Towering Wrath would deal 2 damage to C7. Or to B7. Or to B6. I can't afford this option, otherwise I could make a Sacred Site this turn and have 2 adjacent lands for C7, or even, yeah, I'd be able to put a presence here and then make it a Sacred Site that way. I think we're taking a power. See what it is. Make it minor. Renewing Rain. Elusive Ambushes. Alright, so in terms of plants, Renewing Rain is the only one with plant. And I could hit this threshold eventually, which will place a wilds, an extra wilds, and could also remove a blight from jungle or sands. So then I'd be able to remove blight from jungle, wetlands, and sands with these cards. On the other hand, we do have Encompassing Ward. Defend 2 in your lands. Which, if we could somehow get Fangs in B6, we can get defend 2, and then Dahan take that out. And I think we could do it by just moving this beast here, which will kill that explorer, and then move the beast there using ranging hunts. Ranging hunt here, move beasts and presence, kills explorer, move beasts and presence, and then encompassing ward on B6, and that land's defended. So we get 1 fewer blight and remove that town. And then we stop the build in B7 because it's not adjacent to 2 towns or cities. So that's pretty good. So then the only blight is from B1. Okay. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. Because we don't really have a means of... Prey on the builders. We don't have to worry about... Oh, we could make this... We could use Prey on the Builders next turn on B6. And then... We don't even get the high immigration build in B6. That'll be nice. Yeah, it's an encompassing word. We'll start going up here for the energy to play more cards. It's encompassing ward. And then a plant, so you hit this. We do have the 2 suns now, so we can actually almost guarantee where we want that wilds to go. By the time we'll place it, it will be open season as to what is explorable again. Might be better to save Towering Wrath for next turn, because once I get the Sacred Site in here, then I could do 4 damage in C7. But also getting rid of that city now. Or not the city, but the town. It will lower the number of things that see C8. But there's currently 2. C6 and C7. We're gonna have to figure out C6 somehow. But if I don't take out that town, then C8 is going to happen because we're not getting the damage there. Yeah, so it's probably just Towering Wrath then. Another reason to maybe not consider Towering Wrath is that I can punish those who trespass. We don't have anything in our lands yet. They're not even going to explore into these lands. This would build if they did explore jungles next turn. Then they would build 2 turns from now, but... And then that would actually proc. But for that to happen, I need to not play Towering Wrath this turn. How important is it to be able to deal this 2 damage? I feel like it's probably better to try to stop C8 from happening. Okay, so I think that's what's happening there. Okay. So since we've solved B6 and B7, haven't quite solved C7. think I do take a miner here. Steam vents! Perfect! No. Promises of protection. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Dahan have +2 health. Twilight Fog brings madness. Add a strife. Push a Dahan. Each remaining Dahan takes 1 damage. Or Purifying Flame. Steam vents, GG. We did it! We did it! We found Steam vents! The only plant is Purifying Flame. The only animal is Promises of Protection. Which also requires a Sacred Site, by the way. So am I going to be using Inflame this turn? If I am, I'm going to need a Sacred Site that's going to linger. Which should either be C4 or B4. C4 will probably be a little better because I could move the beasts and move 2 presences with it, but... I guess the question is, they're building in either jungle or sands. Which one is worse? If they explore sands, we could put the strife on the town, put a disease there, and then this doesn't build, and then the ravage. Well, that's like 2 turns from now, and we want to deal with that town faster than that, is the problem. Is there anything here that just deals with the town? 3 Earths destroys it? No. No, there's nothing here that deals with the town. The goal is to get rid of one of these 2 towns before the high immigration build in C8, which we're currently not able to do. You're not getting to 4 animals because you didn't take any elements yet. Teeth Gleam adds a beasts. That doesn't help either. Well, if I'm using this and I want to play 3 animals, 2 of which are plant, it's going to be these 2. Like, I need the damage, right? I need the damage this turn, so we're playing these 2 for sure. In which case I'm probably... I mean, I'm probably playing in Flames, and then it doesn't matter what I'm playing here, except it's something I could play next turn, I guess. And if it's something I'm playing next turn, it probably needs to be a plant then. So I get this threshold. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, it does give me a sun. Or not a sun, a fire. And a sun, but I don't care about the sun. Ugh. Twilight Fog adds a strife which deals with ravages. I could also just like, I can let ravages happen, and then I can remove the blight after the fact, and that's what this game is becoming apparently. I'm just gonna take Purifying Flame. I can also convert a presence to a beasts, but I don't think that's going to matter. All right. Could it go the other way around? Can I turn a beast into a presence, please? Sacred Site. I also can't target C6 with it unless I go there. But then that's not spreading in the jungle. We do probably have good jungle visibility with B4 at least. But I'm not going to be in C8 though. So yeah, I can't even use not even purifying flame. I can't use inflame in C6 after all. So I'll probably just put it here then. I get that. No give, only throw. All right, so did I do this right? Ranging hunts here. And then push this there. Encompassing ward you. Building in the mountains. Exploring the sands after all. We have command beasts as well. Unfortunately, we can't really push and explore and prevent a build with that because we only have these lands to consider. Can we command beasts in C6? We can't anymore because we're not there. Great. Fantastic. But we could do this next turn to take out that town. I think we're still doing Towering Wrath here. Like, that's the only target land that would take out something, because the only sacred site is here. Might as well take out the town to minimize visibility in C8. C5 is seen by too many. B6 is also seen by too many, but we could pray there. I think that was our plan anyway, was to pray there. That sounds like praying, like, we're gonna pray here. Here's where we pray. So yeah. Added a disease. We don't get the fear, or we don't get the strife. Well, I guess we could put it on the Explorer for no reason. I mean, it kind of just is going to happen anyway. But we stop the build in B5 at least. Which will then stop the build in B7 if we take out this? No. Yeah, no. Well, no, we don't need to take out that for that to happen. We can stop the one in B7 as long as there's no town in B5. Okay. There's so many layers of, like, I'm trying to say we're stopping a build, but I'm speaking in terms of like 2 turns from now. That's kind of like, I feel like I'm not expressing what I mean too well. But I feel like that's the best candidate for Inflamed, because we, like, one of the key things about Spirit Island, I feel like it's not necessarily like the only way to win, but games get a lot easier if there aren't explorers in the inner lands, especially if there aren't towns or cities in the inner lands, because they don't explore as much. And it's a lot harder for that to happen in England, but if I can get this set up early in an England game, then we're in really good shape. So, trying to stop these things from happening should work out well in the long run. We just have to deal with C6. But if I can somehow get beasts in there, which I don't think I can really do with what I have here, unfortunately. So we have to figure out where we're pushing an explorer and adding a wilds. We have to figure out where we're putting this beasts. Unless we want the fear, because we do have a fear card now, at least, which is nice. Figure out what explorer we want dead. And this is most likely happening here. Because it just deals with B5 entirely. Now, you're reclaiming 1 next turn, and you have 2 cards in hand. You could do 3 energy this turn. Next turn. Next turn, this turn. Next turn's this turn. And then when you reclaim, you can gain a major at that point and have enough energy to support it. I think that might be okay. But it doesn't deal with C6 again. There seems to be this recurring theme of we can't deal with C6. Actually, no, we can't. Can we? Add up beasts there. Next turn we use Ranging Hunt, gather 1 into there, push 2 into there, command beasts there, destroys the town. I think that works. Doesn't deal with C7 that well, though. Unless I reclaim the encompassing ward. Which for you, reclaiming is free. And then we could leave your presence in C7. We could leave Fang's presence in C7. We kill the explorer with 2 near the jungle. Could we... Oh, this is slow. Don't you have something that pushes push 2? Land without blight? Oh, can't push out of C5. Bummer. But what if I put a presence in C5? I can't. Bummer. Without blight! Because otherwise I'd be able to push into C7. If I could defend C7 and have the Dahan take out the city, that would be pretty good. Then the inner land is just gone. Decimated. We of course have these 2 poor ravages in C3 and B2 that are rather sad. Actually, command beasts pushes. If I push a beast into C3 and I move the presence with it, and Fangs has the encompassing ward, then we defend C3. If I add the wilds in C7 or C3, then I could use it for fast damage. Ah, true. Put the wilds, use Sacrosanct to deal 2 damage. Well, C3 is theoretically covered, right? We're only using 1 of these beasts to get to C6. So I think I'm committing to this. I think it works. Defend 2 here, defend 2 here is enough. But if I could just get 1 Dahan in C7, then the 2 damage in C7 would work. I do agree it's a good idea. On the other hand, I don't necessarily need it. If I'm reclaiming next turn, I could play these two same cards again. And if I take Presence off here, I'll have enough energy. And then I can Towering Wrath in C7. And that would do 4 damage that time if I do the Sacred Sight in C4. We need to deal with the coastal problems, like, someday. Because the problem with the coast is now it's gonna start escalating and adding towns and cities there. We're dealing with the Innerlands really well. If you put Presence in C7, then Cobber into Beast. Cobber. Copper. Copper. Oh, is that... Or are you saying this? Convert. Oh, okay. I was really confused. Like, what card says Copper on it? Actually... Oh, no, I'm not gonna get this threshold, am I? No, because this is, well... No, I'm not gonna get that. Like, if I'm playing Purifying... Like, if I'm not doing this Reclaim All, I'm not getting the 1 damage per beasts. Like, I'm playing these 2 cards plus 1 of these if I don't Reclaim All. I could Reclaim All. If I reclaim Inflame... Oh, but I'm not going to have the 3 animal then. I could just... I'm thinking if I do Inflame here... Anyway. Maybe Reclaim with Fangs instead of Keeper? Hmm. It's just a question of how am I dealing with that city, I guess. I feel like Encompassing Ward solves 2 problems, whereas Reclaiming with Fangs doesn't necessarily solve both problems. I do need to consider spreading. It's either here or here, I guess, are the 2 major candidates. If I go here, and then they explore wetlands, I could eventually use this innate someday to destroy things. I guess also I could put... Well, I guess I can't push those Dahan into a place where it matters. I guess I could put 1 in there, and that kills the Explorer. Yeah, that sounds decent. Actually, if I put it here, that Dahan goes in there, and that deals 2 damage. And then I only need 1 damage, in which case I could do something with beasts. Okay, I'm gonna go here then. Sorry it takes me a while to figure out what I'm doing. I'm very slow. I feel like I'm too slow sometimes. But I'm being very methodical versus rushed, I feel. Alright, I feel like we're definitely reclaiming and adding that presence. But before I do that, since that's rewindable. Actually, am I gaining a power here? We said maybe 3 energy and gain a major next turn. I think that's okay. So I don't get that, as I said, but I can still gather 1, push 2. Prey on B6. Use command beasts to push the beasts there. With presence, then we have defend there, defend here. You have to reclaim. And I would like for you to have more presence. Do I need that sacred site now? I guess I could use it to kill the city in C5, or the town in C5. I guess the other consideration is that they're building in sands. But not here. This will be dealt with. I'm not close enough to this now. So I can see this, I guess. Let's get over here. No. Yes. Yes. Always sacred site. Same 2 cards we're playing. Actually, I'm gonna put it here so I can spread a bit better, because that's the problem we have right now, so I can't spread that well. So prey, ranging hunt. Command beasts. Push there. Move that. Damage here. And now they don't build in C8. This land here, it's either a damage or a push. Which there's nothing to damage. I could move it into B1 or B5. Probably B1. Right, because that's not doing anything. Defend 2. Was I dealing with that city somehow? Well, I can't do anything now. I can't do anything now. I guess I was gonna Towering Wrath to deal damage there, but now I can't. Whoops. Doesn't stop either build, but... Mountains. This land has 4, this land has 3. Okay. So they didn't explore here, and it's not adjacent to 2. Well, it will be. They're gonna build high immigration build C7, and then regular build B7, regular build C7. So I really should have dealt with that city. That is really bad. And unfortunately, I don't have damage there. 1 damage per blight. Unfortunately, that also doesn't do much. But that ravage is dealt with. Hey, pirate! Thank you for the raid! Hope you're doing well. This screw up might cost me... I put this here so I could spread better, but I should have done that so I would have done enough damage. I guess I could still put a wilds there and then use... Oh, I could just use rice to land. Oh, but it needs Dahan. That's actually really annoying. We can Sacrosanct if we can reach a land that has Dahan in range. You believe in me, huh? We can't stop the build in C7 with Prey. That stops that build, stops this build, stops this build. Like twice over. I mean, C3 is also a problem. Yeah, we're gonna need majors. We're gonna take probably 2 majors next turn. Maybe even that. We only have 3 energy here. I took 3 energy and then I played 3 energy worth of cards. Oops. So maybe there's no energy major there. We could do major here though. Pretty easily. This is happening even if there isn't a city there. So yeah, Prey on C7. Like, it stops even the adjacent to 2 things build. Knights of the Land's Rejection. See, that needs Dahan. That's the problem. It needs Dahan. I think we're just taking out that plate. I think that's the only thing we can do with that one. Because there's no other blight in the mountains or sands. And the damage isn't going to do anything anywhere. Like, this has been the hardest decision, is where do I want this wilds? If I put it here, and I hit this threshold, right? Like... I think we can deal with C6 using ranging hunt. C2 is probably just blade. Yeah, and if I'm not worrying about, like, they're not ravaging here just yet, if I prevent the builds using prey. Put the wilds in C7, can use sacrosanct and ranging hunt to deal with the city so it's not overly built. Yeah, but I'm also thinking if I gather beasts into there, which I can make a beasts by conversion, then I can deal 3 damage in there, and then I don't need to worry about that ravage. That's my thought. Like, all these are slow, so the only fast effect we have here currently is prey. The only fast effects here are those 2. Probably putting the wilds there, though, just so... Just so I can actually do the damage there. I guess. Okay. So this is reclaim and gain a power, and you don't have the energy for major unless you go here. But I want to start... I think I always want to place presence. Oh, ABG! ABG! You could have 2 moons. So... if you're doing presence, you're not getting energy, so you'd have only 2 energy this turn. Which means that you'd be playing 2 near the jungle, plus 2 other cards. And we need to guarantee we get another plant, which at least we do get the plant from there. If we could... we still aren't going to get... Wait, are we going to get... We are getting an animal. We might be able to do Frenzied Assault this turn. If we have Moon and Fire. We have lots of fire, but if I'm playing... I guess we could just keep inflaming. ABF always be... Or ABI always be inflaming. Would defend 2 be enough for somewhere? It's barely not enough for C6. We made a very beige dinner, roasted potatoes and steamed cauliflower with braai on top. Looks boring, but it's tasty. Always be flaming. Shadows of the Burning Forest gives me a moon and a fire. It doesn't give me the animal, so I wouldn't be hitting this threshold, unfortunately. But it would in a future turn if I had 4 card plays or something stupid. 2 fear and mountain jungle push. I don't think there's really a relevant place for that. I guess there's going to be a town and a city here that could get pushed out. I'm just gonna hit this button. We could gain energy and spend it to place an extra presence. So we place 2 presences. Can get up to the plant. And having an innate plant does what for me exactly? I guess I could possibly hit an extra threshold on punish. The thought was I was going to gain a major, I think. So I guess what is the plan for many things? Rights somewhere? Invaders do not build in target land. Oh. That stops the double build in C3. That seems really good. We can already see that, which is nice. But it stops the double build in C3. Sacrosanct was a thought for dealing 2 damage to that city. If I get a major that deals with that city, it'd be good, right? Just something that deals damage. You're gonna potentially have 5 energy. 2 plus 5 is 7, potentially 1 more is 8. You're spending 1, so 7. 7 energy is a lot of energy. You could play many major powers with it. There is 1 power, however, that you would not be able to afford. I think. Wasn't there one that was 9? That's 8. Oh, is it not in the current beta build is why it's not there? I guess. I thought there was one that was like, hey. I think it is actually. Okay. Well, whatever. We will go ahead and take that major for keeper. You're waiting until events are in? That's legit. Savage Transformation. That would be a card for Fangs. Unfortunately, we aren't Fangs here. When you play Keeper, always be double crowing. Fair enough. The problem, this is a mountain accelerated rot. Has a lot of elements that we have. But targets jungle wetlands, which can deal with B1 and C1. On the other hand, Terrifying Nightmares pushes 4 towns. That helps us when we get overloaded. If I had done double growth and I got accelerated rot, I think, well, I wouldn't have enough energy, I don't think, but if I have that innate plant and that innate sun, I'm so close to being able to do this with just 2 cards. Accelerated Rot just seems like it fixes B1 a lot. And it's useful this turn because they're escalating in B1, so there's going to be 5 in there. And if they explore in the wetlands, it's going to be a double build in it next turn and we lose, so that seems pretty important. It doesn't target C2 though. I think it's Accelerated Rot though. Now the problem is my other water card, I guess Encompassing Ward has water on it. My other water card is Regrow, and that's the only power that I'm not happy with right now. It does remove Blight. It removes it from Jungle Wetlands, which is conveniently the same target land as Accelerated Rot. Guess we do still have valid target in C5 for that. I guess keeping our island not blighted allows us to keep presence on the board. This is kind of important still. Are we past the point where we need Defend 2? I think we'll lose Encompassing Ward. That's okay. And we shall... If I do presence here... Like, I think I'm still playing Accelerated Rot, though. Keep wanting to do something about C7. I never do something about C7. But if I don't Accelerated Rot this turn in B1, this land is just going to be a nightmare. Doing that in C3 is important. I'm just gonna call the dog. I'm just gonna take that card. Whatever. And we need to stop the build in C7, but we have a presence there for that. Oh, but we're gonna convert. We needed to convert this. Well, I guess we convert this. Okay. So your cards are going to be... You need to stop the build. And then we're going to do 2 other things. You only have 1 energy, so if you're doing 2 other things, it's going to be this card. So we need a plant, we need an animal. So it's either going to be Inflame, because always be inflaming, or Teeth Gleam. So always be inflaming, right? That's what we said. Do we have a land where we could actually Frenzied Assault effectively, I guess? We could do 2 damage in C7, because we're going to have a beasts there in the end. We don't have any other damage otherwise. So again, an awkward turn where the city in C7 is not fully dealt with. Probably put this here. We'll do that. Stop that. I guess I could have even done like this, but we don't need beasts in C1. We can always put presence there. I mean, I guess there is a reason to do something like that, but it's okay. Stop that build. Fear card says, do not build in lands with cities. That stops B2. Which is another double build. We have successfully stopped like 3 double builds. Actually, there's no build this turn. There's no build this turn. There's no build this turn. Well, I guess they're building in B1 always, but still. No, they are. No, there's no build this. Oh my god. Yeah, no, because they're not building in a land with cities, so they don't escalate. They're not building in 2 of the mountains. We stopped this one, we stopped this one. This one was not building. This one, by fear card, wasn't building. There was no build in an England turn. What? Okay. That was magnificent. Oh my god. Clip that. Holy smokes. That was brilliant. Okay, ravaging the building sands, which is here and here and here and here. Yeah, all the sands. Ravaging mountains, which there's still 2 to consider because this guy is being a douche. Building wetlands, which this one will happen. This one could be prevented. This one will happen. This one will probably happen. Yeah, it was the wetlands we were worried about, which is why we did accelerated rock, except they didn't escalate, so actually it didn't matter, so. I guess, actually, if I do the second wilds there, I can actually do sacrosanct there. Strife the city and leave it as my puppet. I think that makes sense. Do double there. We still have frenzied assault. We can actually do that there. And they don't build the city there. And if I put the strife on B2, and if I could somehow defend that or otherwise take something out in there. It will stop some of the ravage. It will stop the high immigration build. Unfortunately, that's not next to a jungle. But we could gather that beast, I guess. Although I was probably wanting to gather there. Like, this build's happening, right? Unless we can take out the city in the fast phase. Somehow. Like, if we take out one of these 2 cities in B1 and we take out that explorer in B5, they don't build in B5. And stopping that build stops visibility of B7. I guess, well, there's still the city, but it'll be gone by Sacrosanct. I think we do the double growth. Double growth so we can actually get to 3 card plays, I think. Play my hand. Gain a power, play that power. 8, 9, 6. There's 4 energy there, so I have 2 extra, but it's really 3 if I can only play 3 of those cards. Problem is those powers are slow. Yeah, let's take this guy out and see if we can somehow get a major that deals with B1 fast. So I guess first things first, we do this. Might find a nice fast maker. Flow like water, reach like air. That moves things. It's the only fast one. Push a presence and bring 2 explorers, 2 towns, and 2 Dahans. You're not moving a city though, because we don't have another air in hand. Unless instead of going for presence, I go for power and I take whatever has an air on it. Flow like air, and then regrow from roots, and then Sacrosanct Wilderness is not played. Oh my god. But like, I guess the problem is we can't actually move that city. I guess we could get Fangs in there. Oh no, Fangs is in there, right? He could move the city. Move it into B2 and then it's just nightmare there. So if we just ignore that for a hot second. Jungle hungers. Jungle hungers. Jungle hungers. Jungle hungers. Jungle hungers. We definitely have the plant, and we have a moon. We have 2 moon. Is there any reason not to take Jungle hungers here? Like, there's no reason to not take Jungle hungers here. Cleansing floods. We don't have the water as easily. Twisted Flowers, the card you played but could not use because you were dumb because you needed a sacred site. 4 fear, add a strife. If terror level is 2 or higher, remove 2 invaders with 3 moon, 2 air, 3 plant, plus 3 fear. Before the terror level check, 3 damage. Which is another issue because we don't have the air for that, right? But, yeah, I feel like it's Jungle Hungers. We don't deal with the city in the fast phase that they're building in B5, but Jungle Hungers is just so good. Removing 2 invaders is amazing. You know what's also amazing? Destroy a city. Destroy all towns. Destroy all explorers. Don't destroy any Dahan. I guess we want to decide if we're gaining a power here first. Which for you, energy, energy, energy. Presence, plant. Most likely just the minor. We're really having issues with energy here. Something that's free is ideal. But something that procs this would be amazing. Still 3 cards. We're reclaiming 1, which is going to be in flame because ABI. But if we want to be able to use this, we're going to need to take an animal card here. Flesh Rot Fever gives an animal and a fire. Actually, we don't need the fire because, I mean, we would eventually want to be able to hit this, but we're not hitting it this turn. Jungle Sand, add disease. Slow though. I mean, they're not doing anything in Jungle Sands for at least a little bit. Do I take Rain of Blood just because it's free? It needs a Sacred Site. B4 is a Sacred Site. They are assuredly exploring into jungle or sands, or coastal, which includes jungle or sands. Alright. Wait, what? Why is that still a thing? I wanted to click this anyway. I'm playing Sacrosanct. We don't have a fire, so we're not getting this. We don't have an air, so we're not getting that. Boon is gonna help Fangs here, I think. Well, that might. Well, we don't need the energy on Keeper. We might want the power card on Keeper. Then again, are we happy with our power card situation right now? I think Jungle Hungers has greatly improved our power card situation. I guess the problem is if I'm playing Jungle Hungers, I'm playing Boon. I'm playing Sacrosanct. So I'm not playing Regrow. This is powerful. This is desirable. This is powerful. We have too many powerful cards and not enough forget fodder. I guess it's Regrow? Losing blight removal. That's probably okay. It's probably okay. We're doing double growth, so we're gonna get 6 energy. I can play my hand. So if we're playing Jungle Hungers, we can do it in C2. Which they are building in C2. Make that a Sacred Site so that these lands can be dealt 4 damage at will. Oh, and his pushes? Not really helpful, though. Oh, yeah, I just created a Sacred Site, that's why. Okay. They're not ravaging in any of these. I guess, well, there's already going to be enough Dahan if we want to deal with that effectively. Jungle Hungers is not gonna kill a Dahan, so it doesn't matter if it goes in there. Guess we'll just put it there. Play your hand. Place a presence. Did we not gain a power card for you? I'm confused. Wait. No, we did. Okay. The problem with presence placement is I don't play 3 cards. So I guess I'm actually gaining energy here. Which means I'm not getting the plant. But always inflame. We're thinking of that? Does it hit the threshold on that? It does. It's the threshold on that. And we'll do something with that, I guess. All right, so C7. We could play the one with plant and animal. Oh. How about the one with plant and animal, eh? So I actually get Frenzied Assault. I just love Call of the Dawn Ways too much. I just want to play it always. ABC, always be calling. So the question is, what am I doing with beasts this turn? I could call it Dahanways instead of Flesh Rot. What was the thing with Flesh Rot? It adds a disease. It's probably not a concern anymore. Well, they're gonna... Well, no, we're Jungle Hungering that. Oh, but it's gonna build a city. But it's gonna be too slow. We can do that. We still get this. So they're building in B6, but we can convert that to a town. They're building in C5. That could also be converted to a town. Or convert the town to a Dahan. Are we dealing with C8? I guess that was what we're using Ranging Hunt on. They're ravaging C7, so getting my presence out of there would be nice. Although we're destroying C7, so it doesn't matter. Okay. We'll go with that. Should be fine. Removes a town or explorer from a land with beasts. That's dead. So this is the only one. Build in the sands. Only 3 builds. Mountain Ravage. Wetlands build. And exploring coastal. Okay. But Jungle hungers! Seems good. Because this is not going to have enough even after I convert the town, so it makes probably more sense to do that. So we have a boon, we have Spreading Wilds at range 2 now. Teeth Gleam, Inflame, and Frenzied Assault. Can't get a beast in there, and it can't have a blight, so I can't get the beast and then Frenzied Assault it, unfortunately. If this explorer is gone, they don't build in that. Weird. Also, high immigration is gone. Nice. We no longer high immigrate. Booyah. So wetlands ravage. We only have B1 and C5 to consider right now. B1 will cascade. Did we lose all the ones that say destroy a presence or destroy a blight or remove a blight? I think we did the one that was in your innate deck. Oops. So the island will probably blight. Oh well. I went a long time without blighting, so that's pretty good. These lands all have blight in them. What? What? We do have Inflame that adds a strife. Adds a disease. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Can stop the build here really easily. These builds are building because they see each other. We don't have a beast in there, and I can't get the beasts in there. Can't get beasts in here. Could I Teeth Gleam here? And then Frenzy there. It's not really gonna do anything, though. They're not ravaging there, and it's not stopping a build. Stops the city, though, so it's probably okay. I would need to deal with B1 fast. Somehow. Yeah, I could look at a power, I guess. Who's getting that power? Probably Keeper. You're not double growing because you need 3 up front. I think we'll just give you a minor so you have Forget Fodder. Drought. Guardian Serpents. Oh man, that would have been good on Fangs. If target spirit has a sacred site in that land, defend 4 there. That's almost great. Get the sacred site in B1. Puts a beast there. convert this to a beast. Gather, deal 3 damage. Put a strife on one city, deal 3 to the other, and then defend 4 is enough. Doesn't give me elements that I like, though, other than sun. But it's probably good, just synergy with beasts. So then we do that here. Okay. It has blight. Oh, you're right, I can't target it with ranging hunt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Checkmate. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Absorb corruption. Should make this easier to use. Well, makes it better to use. Doesn't make it easier because it doesn't have fire. And you certainly have the energy for it. Still a good one. Well, at the very least, we can still defend 4 in it, right? And that just means I need to deal with one of the things in there. There's ways of dealing with one of the things in there. Still do the same thing where we do the strife there. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, so where's the explore possibilities still? Sands and jungle. And it says range 2 now, so that's nice. I want to be able to get in there, but I can't because it has blight. I guess we can still jungle hungers. No, it's range 1. Poop. I need to get into B4, so I need to get rid of the blight in B4. There, explore coastal. Put it there. Just in case they explore sands. Okay. So this is a reclaim on Serpent. On you, not Serpent. On Keeper. Question is whether we go for power or presence there. Could probably push for a major here on Fangs and skip the presence. Or I go for... I could just take major first and see if I can afford it, because, I mean, well, I probably can't afford it, but... I'm gonna go for major here. Unlock the gates! Well, Winds of Rust fixes B1. Instruments fixes B1. And now we do the math on unlock the gates to see if we can do that. We don't have moon. We had a moon. It's in my discard. I could probably reclaim the moon. I don't think I have enough energy to play the cards though. Is there another element that I don't have? Earth. Which is not on the moon card. In fact, do we even have Earth? We don't have Earth at all. Okay. Do we have the sun for instruments? Like most of those are sun cards. And we have a fire in one of them. Oh god, instruments in B1 would kind of be sexy. Might make sense to actually. Well, And you don't have air, right? You do have air. You have air. 2 suns, 2 fires. You could Power Storm. Power Storm, eh? What would Power Storm do for us? I don't know what it would do for us. Power Storm Jungle Hungers. Except we can't get presence on the West Coast, which is where we really want it. Mountain Sands. Oh yeah, that doesn't remove that plate. I don't know. These are pretty good powers. I think instruments seems pretty good. Like, we're getting a lot of strife. We're getting a lot of strife. Even if I'm not getting the threshold, we're getting a lot of strife. And being able to have that damage other things. Like, we don't need the defend in B1 now. We just put strife on the city and the town, and the city and the town take out the city and explorer. The problem is it's a city and a town they're building it, so it's actually going to be city, town, town for a next turn with no strife. I'm gonna click it. And need the energy for that. We'll take energy. Inflame. Plant and animal. Don't have both. What? Well, is there even a useful target for ranging hunt for the damage then? Can't target that land, can't target that land. That's Death by Dahan. I guess I don't have a plan for c5. Oops. Actually, I sort of can do something, but... Coastal Mountain Sea. Oh, take out that explorer and then it doesn't build, right? I do have a target for it then. What am I doing with c5? Oh, I could just take it out with Sacrosanct. No, I can't. It needs no blight. No, it's not even that one. What was I thinking? What's the card that deals damage based on Sacred Sight? This one, and it's slow. I mean, stopping a build is always great. But, playing Jungle Hungers is great. Accelerated Rot is great. I have so many great cards. But nothing that deals with c5 quickly. Oh, why is this so hard? If I had a Sacred Sight there, that would also be nice. It doesn't even have to be me that plays it. It could be, or it doesn't have to be Fangs that gets that benefit. It could just be myself, but all my Sacred Sights are not in lands where there's a Ravage. Do I just accept that this is happening? You could also try for a power that I'm not growing. ABG. And that blight there is really annoying me. I'm gonna take power. There has to be a defend in here. Not really. Great. Nope. But there is something. Right? So where am I at here? I am a sun short, but if I forego Inflame, I play that instead. Is there a reason that that threshold would be nice? Because I could do a sun here, which gives you a sun. And then we can do plant, which gives you a plant. Do an animal. Because we're doing that there. I'm not... That's happening, right? So... What would be my other cards here? Just Jungle Hungers? They're building coastal. You're getting an extra plant, so you need to play a moon card. A moon and, actually, a moon and a plant. So it has to be moon and plant. So it's just gonna be that. Does that make sense to play? I'm spending too long on this. I feel like I'm... Ugh. Let's just stick with this for a hot minute. You get sun, you get plant, you get animal. You don't have moon, so that animal did nothing, actually. And you can't get the moon. But if you're not getting that animal, what would be the other element we would consider? Fire? Then you have that threshold. You have that threshold. So what does it mean instead? So, okay. Instead, if invaders ravage in target land, they damage invaders in adjacent lands instead of Dahan. So we don't get that strife, but we have 6 damage happening to B2 or even B5. B6 is dead anyway. That's interesting. Right? And they're not building in B2 either. It doesn't lower the count in B1 though. And they are, well, I guess they're not building in B1 though. Huh, okay, well, cool. And then that's... You can join the fun over there, I guess. Okay. I'm committing to this. Each player may choose a land with Dahan or adjacent to at least 3 Dahan invaders. Okay, excellent. All right, we fixed that problem. Thank you, Fear Card. Excellent. And I don't care about the other one. Wait, what? 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 Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's only in that land. What? Okay, this. Oh, it's including, wait, 3, 6, 8. Oh, it's including the strife. Oh my God. I'm not sure if that's intended, but sure. But this is not supposed to happen. Right? The card says, if invaders ravage in target land, they damage invaders in adjacent lands. That's not target land. That seems wrong. Right? I'm submitting a bug. Is that actually already? Is that what that's meaning when that pops up? Is that it's already there? Let me check first. Always be checking. You bet it's applying to all lands. No, it's not the same one. You can click that. Oh, it just opens it up. Okay, got it. Yeah, it did. Instruments of Own Ruin is affecting, actually I put parentheses, threshold, or not parentheses, but apostrophe S, threshold is affecting more than target land. It's a bug. The target land dealt damage to an adjacent land as intended, but the neighboring land also dealt damage to an adjacent land. Also an invader with strife dealt damage to an adjacent land as if it did not have strife, but I'm unsure if this is unintended. Send. So, welcome to Dolphin's Dive, where we report bugs. ABR, always be reporting. Okay. So, if the invader with strife is not supposed to be dealing damage, then we kind of have an asterisk in this game now, because we just basically made that mountain a non-issue for the next turn. We weren't expecting that, but it is now a non-issue. In fact, a lot of this coastal ravage is going to be a lot better now. I guess the target land that we first looked at is still an issue, but we could just keep instrumenting that land. We're gonna get to 87 of 89, and it's gonna stop. I'm noticing that this upload is like, this upload is severely cramping like my computer right now. OBS is kind of freaking out a little bit. It doesn't look like it's getting me, yeah, maximum 54. Strife is only supposed to apply when the strifed invader is damaging Dahan land, but not other invaders. That's true. I can double check that clause once this is done. All right, feedback sent successfully. All right, let's double check this somewhere. Yes, blocks a specific invader's damage the next time they damage Dahan or the land and is then removed. So it doesn't block. Okay. Got it. So that was intended. So this is fine. It's this that is unfine. We'll just make sure it hits that instead. Okay. So I guess what would have happened had we let this happen, I guess, is a question. But I'm not going to rewind to see that. I could still rewind and have the fear card not target that land, but we're just gonna move on. This game needs to finish. All right, so that was immigration or escalation. We have jungle hunger, so it's this land, right? Why did they not explore C6? Oh, because no, that wasn't explore. Why did they not? Was there wilds there? There was wilds there. Okay, never mind. So we're fine. Do I jungle hunger C1 so they don't build C6? I could punish in C1 though. All right, now we spend 1,000,000 years on this. we have Power Card there, we have Punish, we have Wilds, we have Terrifying Chase, we have Purifying Flame. Should I let them build in C1? Actually, let them build there then. If we're gonna do Jungle Hungers in C1 so they don't build in C6, then we can do Terrifying Chase in C2, which was kind of my intention anywhere. Actually, okay, no, this is great. Terrifying Chase in here. And this also needs to push the Dahan, yeah. Does it need to go in there though? I don't know. Do we have defend anymore? I don't think we have like much defense anymore. Maybe we can get a sacred site in there. Okay. I'm gonna rewind again just to make John mad. We're going to push you in there, push you in there. I guess like this Dahan has to go somewhere. But I don't really want it to be with Keeper because Keeper doesn't like Dahan. Let's put it in there. No, not that. You. No! You! And then Jungle Hungers. Okay. So, of course, the problem is that we don't have a valid target for punishing, but I will accept that. Still annoying that that's there. Being able to Jungle Hungers over there would be really nice. That build is currently happening. That build's not happening. This build would happen. It's also a Ravage. If we can deal with it, it'd be nice. But it's the same sort of conundrum as last time. I guess... No, we don't have... This is, again, the slow power. I can't Towering Wrath it fast. It's the same issue as before. Same problem. Exact same dilemma. There's also B3. And this removes Blight from which lands again? Mountain Sands. Let's remove... Oh, I can't reach that. Oh, it has to be one of these, actually. Okay. I was trying to figure out something over here for a while. That was bad. I guess you're... Oh, but we can't remove that Blight. Still, removing that one means it could cascade into there, and then we don't have to worry about that, per se. I guess there's also... We could just gain a power here. Manifest Incarnation. Yep, we got fast powers here. You and target spirit may use each other's presence to target powers. Hello! So we're gonna Jungle Hunger B1 next turn. We finally fixed it. We finally solved the problem. It was in front of us all along. Oh, I could have actually... Well, okay, since we didn't get this explorer, oh, we can't reach it. No, the wrong one. This one. There. And then you punish them! Ha ha! You fool! Alright. Now let's see if we can wrap this up. Like these, there's only 2 major lands here, sort of. And B3, but... it's okay. We also have command beasts. And beasts will do something, surely. Can we take out that town fast? Do I want to reclaim Jungle Hungers? I think I want to reclaim Jungle Hungers. It's probably fine. Need to deal with this, I guess. That's the only... well, I guess everything needs to be dealt with in some capacity. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, if I get the sacred site in there, I didn't take the card though that does defend 4, did I? No, I did, right? I have Guardian Serpents. Turn that into a sacred site, defend 4. Reclaim instruments. Don't need the threshold on that. Add a strife. Add a strife to the city. 5 damage, defend 4. The problem is I wanted to push those Dahan in there. That's what I was thinking about, but I can't do it because I'm not getting the sacred site in there. I could Sacrosanct Wilderness though, just to push the 2 Dahan, which would be kind of annoying, but it doesn't matter really because I'm just gonna Jungle Hungers it. It just needs to be defended, so that's fine. I don't need the Dahan in there. It'll be Jungle Hungered. I have to be able to play Entwined Power and Instruments, so I need 6 energy. So I'm going to be using these 2 effects to get 6 energy, I guess. 2, 3. No, I just need to gain 3 energy here. And then I have the 6. I'm not playing anything else. Well, I guess I can gain an energy this way. And look for a free power. As long as it's free. Cold Soldier. Oh my god, the face. That's a creepy face right there. What is more useful here? If I'm playing Entwined and I'm playing Instruments, I'm not getting that threshold remotely. And I don't want that threshold remotely. So, thresholds here, I guess. Plant there, no plant there, so we're not getting that plant. Did you reclaim? You already used up one of your things, didn't you? Yeah, so you're not doing an extra presence anyway. I don't know what I was thinking. So we could do... Yeah, we could do the thing. I don't think we need the damage, though. There's no real... We just need to be able to gather our beasts out and in or something. We need to be able to... make this a sacred site somehow. I guess it could just be presence placement. No, I guess we went with energy though, so I can't do that. But if I can just do something, yeah, we'll figure something out. This doesn't target a land with blight though. That's the problem. So maybe I can't make that the sacred site after all. Dang it. Well, if that blights, it's probably fine. I could make this a sacred site and then have defend 4 in there, and then we don't actually have a problem. Actually, no, I have command beasts. I can turn one of these into a beast, command it into this land, and then move a presence along. That gets the sacred site there. I could also push that guy so we don't lose that presence. So it doesn't seem like it matters what I take here then. It seems like... Take fear. Here be monsters. Okay. I don't know if it matters where you go here. Would 4 card plays be better than plant here? You're playing Jungle Hungers. Yeah, Gold's Allure is slow. Yes, you are, John. Yes, you are, John. Yes, you're John. Yes, you're right, John. It is slow. Just so we're aware that John played it as a fast power on Handelabra Live this past Tuesday. Just, you know, calling that for reference sake. Oh, let's just go plant here. Alright. Jungle Hungers. Guardian Serpents. Is there a build that would screw us up? Oh my god, how many fear cards until Terror level 3? There's that Ravage in B3, I guess. That's kind of sad. Can we do... No, we can't. We're not stopping to build in B5. Are we converting this to Dawn or to beasts? That was the plan, right? Does the fact that that's no longer a sacred site screw me up? It slightly does with instruments, but it's gonna become a sacred site in B1. And we'll have that for instruments again. Not dealing with C5 right now, and that's annoying me. Because it's seeing inner lands, although they're wilded, so it's not doing anything. What's the plan with C2? I don't know what I'm doing. I guess if I ranging... Oh, I can't ranging hunt in there. What if we do command beast? This deals 1 damage, push, push. Then I can gather 1 in there, damage, damage. That takes out city. No, I can't ranging hunt in there. Of course I can't ranging hunt in there. Here there will be monsters. That's gonna push the town out. Slow, but it will push it out. So I want to be in that land, I guess. In C5, and I can push the town out. I'm annoyed that I'm taking forever on decisions. I'm also annoyed that I'm not figuring out the decisions quickly enough. Why am I playing Here There Be Monsters? I have energy for something else now. Like, Inflame. Always be inflaming. I don't think that fixes any problem that we had, though. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Tell me what to do. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so are we on the threshold for accelerated rot by any chance? If I play that, would I have it? No. Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to math it. So if I do elemental boon, we can make this threshold happen. But that's also slow. Or am I using Guardian Serpents? I'm using it in B1. Because I gotta do Strife with instruments, and I gotta do Guardian Serpents in order for this to not happen. With C2, we could just evacuate easily. But that's what ranging hunt is for. I mean, it's also what Command Beast does. Yeah, I know. I'm getting a sacred site in here by getting this beast in there. It could be from Command Beast or it can be from ranging hunt. The question is, where would I be doing the damage from ranging hunt? Why is this so hard? We don't randomly have a power that adds the thing? I guess Guardian Serpents adds a thing. But we don't need that thing because we're gonna jungle hungers that land, aren't we? Well, if I command beasts and then I Guardian Serpents and then we command beasts. Sorry, if I ranging hunt, Guardian Serpents, command beasts, I take out a city, which isn't necessary. But it does mean that Jungle Hungers wipes out B1 entirely. I guess we could use rights in B3. It doesn't stop the Ravage, but it does stop the city build. Yeah, I can let C2 Cascade. I don't really want to let B3 Blight. Those are the current issues. But yeah, if I stop the build in B3, is that better or worse than anything else right now? I don't know. Wilds are not in good spots. That stops a build. That gives us Frenzied Assault. I don't know. I think stopping a build's good. We'll do that. We have Punish those who trespass in any land that's at Fangs or Guardian is in. Not Guardian. Keeper. That's 0 cards, 0 cards. I'm just gonna go with that. We're gonna commit. We're committing. It's happening. And we're sharing power cards here. Oh my god. That's damage. 20 damage. Indeed, that is 20 damage. What does Fangs want? What does Keeper want? Wrapping Wings, Trees and Stones. Wrapping Wings would be good. Defend in B3 for next turn. Defend in C2 for next turn. You are in that land. You can move those 3 Dahan wherever you want. But really, it's who wants what. Who wants what? You have an innate sun and plant, so you just need earth cards. You had earth cards. Fangs. Probably Wrapping Wings. So, all right, cool. We'll just take all the Dahan cards. Sure. Sure. That's not happening anymore. Eh. I'm just clicking on cards. I'm gonna pretend like that's fine. I don't have a presence here anymore. So I guess I'm not gonna do 3 damage to a city. I'm gonna push the beasts out. Oh yeah, they deal damage to each other. I didn't need that defend. I was just doing instruments for the strife. I forgot about the damage part. So what does that change? I'm gonna hit rewind a bunch of times. Okay, this decision is the same, so. Yeah, I need the sacred site, but I can still make that happen. But there's ways of getting that sacred site. Like, I could use command beasts to move. Like, I want to have a presence in the jungle. I need to have a sacred site somewhere. And I don't need Guardian Serpents for B1 anymore. So I can get a Sacred Site in C2 and then defend C2, and that doesn't cascade anymore. We do the Strife in B1, and that doesn't cascade, so only B3 is the problem. So I think what that means, since Command Beast gets me to B4 in one step, but I need 2 steps to get to C2, I'm gonna Ranging Hunt here, gather this, push there, and then Guardian Serpents here. Just wondering. Oh yeah, C2 is dead anyway, you're right. Actually, well, I guess we do need that beast to kill the city. So it's like, I was thinking maybe I could get it in B3 instead, but I'm just wondering now, do I actually bother with Jungle Hungers in B1? Jungle Hungers B3 would be better, right? If I'm Jungle Hungering B3, it might as well build the city, so I can rights to move the Dahan out, save the Dahan. Kill the Explorer in B2, I guess. But this needs a sacred site, so I gotta use Command Beast first. So we'll command this, push this to get that sacred site. Then here, I think I'll just leave that beast. I could move it into B3 and then Ranging Hunt there next turn, but there's gonna be a blight there, so it's not gonna do anything. I could push it into B2. It's not gonna blight. Keep that sacred site. This is damage, damage, damage. And then it's this one that pushes into here. So it's targetable by fangs. And then right here, push, one there, possibly just both there, and then instruments here. So if I do it on the town, we take out a city and a town. If I do it on a city, I take out 2 towns and the explorer. I think I put it on the town, even though it leaves 1 guy behind. Okay. We got there. Each player may gather an explorer into a land with town city or gather a town into a city. And there's 2 valid targets. Oh, right, because land C only has this intercoastal land happening, huh? Well, there's no reason to do either. So it's just skip. I don't want to gather anything into B1, because it's barely defended. I don't want to gather into B3, because this is dead by Dahan. Add a blight to a land with or adjacent to beasts. Invaders skip their normal explore and build in lands with beasts. It also stops the ravage in B3. Invaders skip their normal explore and build. It would have been nice if I knew this, by the way, because we would have done so much more with with stupid command beasts. So like stop this blight then? Should have brought Bringer. All right, we successfully added 0 blight to the board. And it's Jungle Sands. All right. That only took 1,000,000 years, but I feel like it finally worked. Oh. I didn't get that. I didn't hit that threshold because I played Guardian Serpents instead, or Rights? I don't know. I screwed that up. We still have the city in B3. Okay, great, fantastic. We have a city still in B3. That's fine. We can inflame it, I guess. It's a bit sad, but we can inflame it. Push off the problem for a day. Okay. So a lot of the wilds that have been on the board have been used up finally. Punish in C1, I guess? There's like nowhere else where there's invaders in the land. Actually, wasn't the plan to wrap in wings somewhere? I feel like then I would rather do this. Oh yeah. B5. We also have trees and stones too, which is funny. I guess we could just do trees and stones in B6 and push into B5. We're gonna need to make sure we get an earth for that. Well, I mean, actually, that's trivial. Like, Sacrosanct plus trees and stones. So it's very trivial there. And if I get a presence in C5, I could wrap in wings into B3. And then what happens I guess B5 is building still. Because of England. But that would be it? I guess there's also C6. No, they're ravaging C6. It's dead by Dahan. Okay. Question is, well, I guess I could just reclaim one for entwined power. Entwined power is 2. So I take this energy. Take this energy. And then I'd have 5. Just keep going for a freeze. Sure. I don't care what it is, as long as it's free. I do have 2 free powers here, but we'll figure out what that is in a second. I guess before I... Let's just, you know, before we commit to anything here. Min-max continually. Okay, there we are. You just want to jungle hungers for the rest of your life. And you actually want to hit the threshold this time. Right? Because we're entwining, so we got the thing in B4. You're rapid wingsing. You have lots of energy, of course, but you're... yeah. 4 card plays, I guess? This land's super dead if I just play the card. If I just play the card. And this has to push. Oh. Oh. Oh, so I don't have to actually... Okay. This was exactly my plan. That was exactly my plan! So I play Trees and Stones. I play Jungle Hungers. I will... figure something else out. There was another thing I wanted to do. Towering Wrath? Towering Wrath for this one. And now I am missing a moon. So it could be one of these. It doesn't have to be one of these. Is there any other place that I need to watch out for? No. I think we win. I think we win. I think we got it. Go for elemental boons so we can hit those thresholds. Do we need to gather? I guess I need to actually be in the land with Dahan, but we can move that beast over there with ranging hunts. And then we could move that over there for the defend there. I hit the threshold on Savage Mavis. I deal 1 damage. Yes! 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 Am I close to this threshold? No. I don't need that threshold anymore. I need that one, but that is hit as long as I give a moon. Okay. I think this works. I think this works. I think. I'm now afraid. I'm gonna screw this up. So let's just see, this is where it's the point of no return. But, right, like, we deal with this, we deal with that. We deal with this. Jungle hungers. And they're not building anywhere. No, they're building here. Shoot, they're building here. No, they're... Well, Savage Puppies does it! Savage Puppies! Oh, but they're building here. Never mind. Well, I guess we could deal with it in the fast phase then. Right? I'm gonna say that's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. So then this. And now we don't even care about the defense, I guess. Oh. Oh. If I had pushed the Dahan there, I could have Trees and Stones there and then moved them in there, and then we wouldn't have had adjacency. Oh well. Can't do anything about that now. I don't care about the damage there. Right. So you need the moon. You don't like a fire? Well, I guess we're getting this. And that might just do it then. Maybe. No, I can't do it into B5. But I can do it in B4. But Savage Mob Beast deals with B4, so that's a moot point. I think we got this still. What am I looking for now? Anything? We got the moon. Plant doesn't do anything. Mobbies can chomp on B1. I guess, oh, Mobbies can be chomp on B5 and they do B4. Okay, okay, never mind. We got this then. We're fine. We're fine. I don't know why I'm looking at those cards. They don't do anything. Animal? Sure. It's been a 3-hour game, my god. Well, those are diametrically opposed. Okay. Mob beasts here. Oh. It's not jungle or wetland. Okay, well, so much for that. Do that. Actually. Savage there. Aha. Aha. Towering Wrath there. Sorry, Dahan. You were too close. Punish those who trespass. Okay, we figured it out. Rip points. And we won against England! Yay! Victory against England always feels more satisfying than victory against anything else. Got 48 points. Oh no, because we killed too many Dahan. Oh well, no, that wasn't because of the Dahan though, but we'll pretend it was the Dahan. Okay, cool. We won. Statistics. Aw, Keeper and Sharp Fangs are still 0-0. That's weird. We added only 4 Blight to the board. We gained only 7 air. Wow. Okay. Well, it is now 10 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay. I was slightly thinking that this game could be an hour and a half and I might have time for one deck dungeon afterwards, and then I made this a 3-hour game by mistake. Oops. But I'm a very slow, methodical player, and I overthink everything, and I don't realize everything that's available to me, much to John's chagrin, but that's what makes it fun in the end, so it's all fun and games. Check out the other streams we have on this channel. Every Monday at 5 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphins Die with yours truly. Every Friday at 1 p.m. is the Sentinels Dev stream, where they're working on the workshop, the Steam workshop for, you know, fan builds. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with usually John and usually Seamus and sometimes me. And every Sunday at 6 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with Another Letdown. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. They are all fun games. Spirit Island, as you saw, was a really fun game, especially when you're in control and you're figuring out how to win the game most effectively. And and as John sometimes says, you're playing with your food, dude. But yeah, great fun. You can follow me at twitch.tv/LewDolphin for my personal stream. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays at 1 p.m. and Sundays at 3 p.m. Games ranging from Final Fantasy 13 and Slay the Spire to Factorio and Resident Evil 3 and other games that might pop up from time to time. Ocarina of Time Randomizer, for instance. You can also follow my Twitter at twitter.com/LewDolphin21. You can find my YouTube if you search for Lew Dolphin. That will be my YouTube page. You can find me on Discord, usually with the moniker Lew Dolphin. Surprise, I like the Lew Dolphin name. But that does wrap up this week in Dolphins Dive. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.